Good morning. I'm Jimmy, your astute tourist. Welcome to the live stream. Hope you guys are having a great week. Today is Thursday. It is July 28th, 2022. It is 6:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And good morning to all of you. I hope you're all having a great day. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share out the stream if you get a chance. We appreciate it. Good morning to Dawn. My good friend Dawn is here. Dawn, I like your video. I watched it this morning, hour by hour. Your day. The cats are wonderful. Looks like you enjoy your day there. I especially like the cocktail time. I'm somewhat intrigued about watermelon and ouzo. That sounds well, I don't know. It sounds pretty good. I've never heard of it. I'm sure if you're drinking it, it's probably very good. Good morning, Meg. How are you, my friend? Thank you for coming in. Like I said, it is Thursday. It is Interesting Facts Thursday. Thursday is the day that we talk about things that we may not have known about, facts that could be about anything and everything. But good morning to everybody. That's what we're doing today. Um, I hope everybody's having a good week so far. I know I said that earlier, but I really mean that. So far, we've been having a pretty good week. Busy day at work yesterday. I tried to get in as many people's lives and watch as many videos as I can. Sneak in during the day. Yesterday, we've had a very busy day. Yesterday, we went to somewhat of a big fire in the neighboring town, I guess. And we were very busy. So I was in and out of people's streams and videos yesterday as far as watching them goes. It was crazy. But yeah, so also morning fog is at its height this morning. Um, Actually, we were talking about this last week, and I need to have some blood work done to check out my thyroid because I have hypothyroid disease. And the fire was actually in the medical building where I have my blood test done. So I'm gonna have to find a new place to go and have my blood tested. But anyway, so without further ado, I want to bring up some special guests. We got Kenny. Good morning, Kenny.
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing all right.
And we have Sean from the Down Under Cruisers. Good morning, Sean.
Hey, Sean.
G'day.
How are you, my friend?
I'm very well, thanks. What about you?
I'm doing okay. Busy day yesterday. Like I said, we had a few EMS calls in the morning, and then I spent a good part of the afternoon and evening covering for a fire that we had in town. So, but that's part of the job.
Nobody injured, I hope.
No, we did send a couple firefighters. They had to call for a mayday on the third floor. I don't want to say they got trapped, but they got disoriented and had trouble finding their way out. They ran out of air, and they did get inhalated a little bit from some smoke. They were checked out at the hospital and released, so they were fine. One other firefighter cut his hand, but these are the types of things that we face as firefighters in the job. So thank God they're okay.
As a normal thing, and so we appreciate everything those guys do. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was a busy day yesterday. I'm hoping today will just kind of be a chill day. I have tomorrow off, so we're taking the RV up to Cornville, Maine.
Okay, where's that?
So Maine is a state that it borders New Hampshire. Their motto is vacation land. They have several miles of ocean front. And Cornville is about 3 hours away, smack dab, right in the middle of the state. So I've never been
Awesome.
there. I didn't even know it was a real place, but the band is playing there on Saturdays. So we're going to travel up tomorrow and spend the evening there. And then we'll spend 2 days there, Friday and Saturday. Saturday night is
Fantastic.
when we're going to be playing. So
That sounds like fun.
it should be. I hope so.
Hey, Jimmy, do you mind? G'day,
No.
Meg. G'day, Dawn. G'day, anybody else who said g'day to me and I missed. And g'day, Kenny.
Good day, Sean.
Yeah, enough about me. How are you, Kenny?
Oh, doing all right. You're looking at a fella that has not been to bed yet.
Kenny. You worry me, mate. And number one. And number two, I'm wondering whether you've been doing any of your practice for your motorboating.
No.
Nope.
You said that real quick.
Motorboating.
uh,
Are we talking about what I think we're talking about, Sean?
Well, we're getting ready for the cruise.
Okay. Can anybody? I'm not. Never mind. I'm not going down that road.
Don't go there. Don't go there.
I don't know if motorboating means the same thing in Australia as it does here, but
Yeah.
I'm not going down.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't hear what Dad said. What did he say, Kenny?
He said
Driving
it does mean riding a motorboat, don't it?
Well, in the literal sense, yes, but
I'm shutting up.
I would just say Google that if you want to know what it means.
Well, you have to Google it. So I say.
Today we're doing, like I said, today we're doing interesting facts. This comes from the factsite.com. So if you hear of any facts that you disagree with or don't like, you can blame them. Don't blame Sean, Kenny, or myself because we don't make this stuff up. It's right there on their website. So
Correct.
Sean, did you know that Australia has over 10,000 beaches?
Yep. In
That's
fact,
according to
Australia is one whole beach.
You could visit a new beach every day for over 27 years, according to this.
Correct.
So you better get moving.
Well, that's what we're trying to get people on our group cruise for.
To cruise around the country?
Correct. So when are you coming? January 25th. Sorry, January 2025. January 2025.
Oh, okay. So we got some time to plan.
Yep.
Meg says we already learned that lesson, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's talking about motorboating.
That's right. And also the beaches.
Okay, I'll go with the beaches. Dawn is saying great T-shirt. So every day I've been trying to feature a new shirt. So it says, all I need is this guitar and that other guitar and those guitars over there and the guitars in the other room. So my wife once asked me, she said, how many more guitars do you need? And I said, just one more. Just one more.
Which one?
Oh, whichever one strikes my fancy, I guess. I have 14 of them right now.
Any of them 12 strings?
No, believe it or not, I don't have a 12 string. With the effects that you can buy now. Hi, Alana. How are you? I see you waving.
Hello.
Hey, good day.
Good day. Good day. How are you?
Good morning, Alana.
Morning, Kenny.
Well.
Good evening, Kenny.
Why don't you just sit down and join us?
I'll sit down for a couple of minutes if you don't mind.
I think you should. And you have a cup of tea or coffee?
Yes, always got the coffee.
Coffee.
Ilana's cousin bought me this mug.
Speaking of coffee,
All I could see is bald guy because it's matching the green screen. What does it say?
It says sexy bald guy.
Sexy
And it's
bald guy.
And it's talking about Shrek.
It is.
Is that's not your nickname, is it? Do they call you
What?
Shrek?
Or Baldy?
No,
No.
no.
Or Baldy?
Yep.
Hey,
Morning,
I'm
Madam Meg.
I'm catching up, my friend.
Well,
Catching
hey,
up.
it's you know the best way to do it. Just bzzz, you're done.
I tried that, and you know what? You believe it or not, with this little bit of hair left, it keeps my head warm. My head felt funny when I shaved it. It was like cold, even in the summer.
Yeah, but you know
So
what? You get used to it.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. The wintertime would be pretty awful for me, though. So, who else do we have in the chat? Mr. Paul would love that shirt.
Yep.
Yep. I have several T-shirts that feature guitar stuff on them.
Morning, Meg.
When I was out, I was telling Dawn yesterday when I was out with a shoulder injury, I had a friend of mine, another fellow musician, who brought me a bunch of guitar-related T-shirts that kind of cheer me up. So, good morning, Ashley Brady. How are you? Good
G'day,
morning,
Ashley.
Morning, Ashley.
Thank you for coming in this morning. Glad you could drop by. So today is interesting facts. We need to talk about tomorrow. So, new beginnings, my everyday life in rural Cyprus. Our good friend Dawn decided that she was going to come up with 12 questions that were about me, facts about me, or
Wow.
as she would say, Mr. Jimmy. So tomorrow we're doing, I forget what I called it, fun facts about Jimmy, maybe. And we're going to give a prize to the person who gets the most answers correct. It'll probably be an Astute Tourist coffee mug. So,
That's worth playing for.
Does it come fully loaded? Or is it just a mug?
Well, I could put coffee in it. Depending on where you live, it may not get there with the coffee, but certainly we could certainly give it a try. It may not be very good, even if it makes, especially to you, it'll probably take a week or more to get to you. So,
Well,
It'll be iced
I
coffee.
was under the impression that you were actually coming to the meetup, in which case you could deliver the mug personally.
well, I could do that. I'll have to travel very gingerly and.
Hey, don't bump me. That's for Sean and Ilana.
Right?
No.
That's Sean and Ilana's coffee. Don't spill that. So tomorrow we're going to be doing that at our normal time. It's 6:20 EST. So for anybody and everybody that wants to join in, we'll keep score, and the winner will win a prize. So that should be fun.
Unfortunately,
It's a shame.
Jimmy, we will not be able to play.
Can we play on the replay?
Yeah,
Certainly.
could we play on the replay?
It's Friday night dinner time for us.
We'll be doing other giveaways sometime in the near future. I do have a couple coffee mugs we're going to give away, and then I have some other things that some fun gift packs, I guess we can call them that, things like that. So we'll do that sometime in the future. I'll have Kenny turn me on to the StreamYard, the wheel.
Yes.
What do we call that, Kenny? The sweepstakes wheel or the
It's
wheel?
called the StreamYard giveaway tool.
Yeah, so we'll end up we'll be using that sometime in the future.
Jimmy, just at the very bottom there, you've got Dawn's message.
No, Dawn, I don't know anything about Mr. Jimmy at all, to be honest.
So I would say, in order to probably learn something about me, you would have to go back to some of the past lives.
Okay.
I'm the kind of person that I talk a lot about myself, and anything that you would want to really know about me, as they say, you can look on my sleeve, because I do give up a lot of facts. So if you go to some past lives, you could figure out probably a lot about me. Now, I haven't seen the questions. I don't know what they are. Dawn came up with them on her own. And So there'll be a surprise to me as well as everyone else. So
G'day, Angie.
Hi, Angie.
G'day, Brian.
Good
Meg says I
day, Angie.
may actually be up. I'm catching up with work today. Probably won't be able to sleep tonight. Well, I hope we see you tomorrow, but I hope you get some sleep. Hi, Angie. How are you? Thank you for coming in. Good midday to you. It's lunchtime. I know where she's at. It's evening in Australia. Let's see. Brian Fowler is in. Good morning, Brian. How are you, my friend? He is my Marine Corps friend. I'm a great person. I'm assuming. Oh, I'm a great person. There's question marks there. I don't know. That's up to you guys to decide.
Jimmy,
That could
Jimmy-
be question number one.
let me do this. Jimmy, I know you started life out as a baby. It was at a very early age. What did you do after that?
Do you have a minute? Do you have a moment?
Well, I've got, what have I got, 15 minutes while you get ready, get yourself sorted for work. So please,
Just
Right.
lie
lie
on the couch.
Just lie down on the couch. It all started many years ago in a little log cabin on the hill.
What is it they say? Birth, childhood, school, work, death. There you go. I haven't quite made it to the last one, but
Oh, thank God for that one.
yeah.
Hatches,
I'd feel-
matches, and dispatches.
I'd feel really sad if I was talking to a ghost.
Right? Yeah, it'd be kind of. I look pretty good though. There's
Yeah, you
nothing dripping
do.
off or anything.
Not yet,
What
anyway.
else? Who else do we have here? Oh, Brian. Yes, you are. Breathed, pooped, and screamed a lot. Hasn't stopped. Okay, well, he knows me better than most.
Yeah.
Okay. So what do you think? Should we do some more interesting facts? We did one about Australia. I had no idea there were 10,000 beaches, but it makes a lot of sense since you are surrounded on all sides by water. So.
Yep. And we've got a little island called Tasmania that's surrounded by water too.
Technically, we have one big beach, really.
Correct.
Yeah.
But if you
right.
but you've got like
all the way around.
10,000 segments.
How long will it take to travel or a cruise? Let me say cruise without stopping. How long do you think it would take to?
It's a 21 day.
Circumnavigation.
Yeah.
It's a month.
Said something else instead.
It takes that long, huh?
Yep.
Wow.
Hey,
Australia.
we're just as big as you.
Yeah,
Down
but
under.
you have more shoreline.
Understood. But Australia is just as big as the US.
Very big. Absolutely. I couldn't tell you how big the US is in terms of square miles, maybe. But yeah, it's pretty big. The state that I live in is very small as compared to a lot of states. The further you go west from here, our state, you could travel it from north to south in about 4 hours and about 2.5 east to west in its widest point. A lot of states, it could take you 7, 8, 10 hours to travel across one state. The further you get west. So yeah, it's a big country, and then like I said, the further the colonists moved out west, the bigger the area became. So
to go say Western Australia, go from the top to the bottom, that's a 2-day trip.
Yeah, if we went coast to coast, I would driving, it would probably take, if you could drive straight without sleeping, it would probably take at least 3 days, 3 or 4 days.
Okay. That means Kenny could do it in 3 days.
Oh, absolutely. He is
the only thing with Kenny is the car needs to stop for fuel.
Right. Well, then he could get out and get coffee.
Bloody mechanics.
Yeah. I'd like to take a train trip coast to coast, intercontinental or
yeah, and Angie makes a good point there. She goes from Brisbane to Melbourne. So Brisbane's in Queensland.
2 days.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
at
2-day
at the
trip.
best stretch, 2 days.
Yeah, it's a 2-day trip.
Wow.
Non-stop.
Good morning, Shirley. How are you? Good morning to you, my friend. So the reason the taste of artificial banana flavoring and artificial banana flavored products doesn't taste like bananas, bananas is that it is based on a type of banana that was wiped out by a plague in the 1950s. And I actually knew that. The bananas that
Delicious.
the bananas we eat today do not taste like they did in the 20s and 30s.
Well, nothing does because of pesticides and the way they're grown.
Right? But
Good
the
morning, Fairy
bananas,
Boston painting with squirrels.
Aussie military is fantastic also. NATO exercise in Norway. Does that mean you did a NATO exercise in Norway, Brian? With the Australian military? I'm sure he did.
Hello,
The
Benet.
national animal of Scotland. Anybody know what that is?
It's not Loch Ness.
I think we talked about this in a past stream. According to this factsite.com, it's the unicorn.
Oh, that's right. I think they've been drinking far too much whiskey over there.
Correct.
Yeah.
How can you have a unicorn?
That's when you start to see unicorns, I guess, right? Good morning, Bernay.
Yep.
How are you? Fairy does sweep the wild winds.
G'day, Benet. How you going?
Bernay.
Angie says 2 days non-stop driving Brisbane to Sydney. Actually, that's not true. You can do Brisbane to Sydney in a day.
In a day.
Not quite 24 hours. You could do it in a day.
I've driven from where I am in New Hampshire to the northern border of Florida. We've done it in about 20 hours. That was only stopping for pee breaks and gasoline. So I had people I didn't do that by myself. We had other people switching off driving, of course. So
yeah.
The directors of the film Despicable Me. Have you seen that, Kenny?
No, I don't think so.
I haven't either. That's the one with the minions in it, though.
No, we haven't seen it either.
No, I've never seen it. I think it's a cartoon. The directors of the film actually wrote their own language for the minions called Minionese.
Good morning, Najuma Brown.
Hey,
Hi,
Najuma.
Najuma.
How you going?
Najuma.
Nice to see you. Looking forward to sharing a deck with you.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, she's on the same deck.
I know. We're going to be neighbours.
I said deck.
You did.
Not.
Stop.
Okay.
Right there.
Right. I was going to use my Kiwi
Sean,
accent, but I won't.
Remember where we are.
Yeah, I was going to use my Kiwi accent, but I decided to stop. Angie, you were right to say 24 hours if you were doing Melbourne, Brisbane. And that is a 24-hour drive.
That's a long drive. You have a lot of arid. Is there a lot of arid areas in Australia?
Yeah, look up the Nullarbor.
Yes.
Look up on Dr. Google the Nullarbor.
The Nullarbor.
Nullabor.
Nullarbor.
Nullarbor Plain.
The Nazis were the first ever people in modern history to start an anti-smoking and tobacco movement.
Really?
According to the factsite.com.
I'd find that hard to believe.
I do as
they
well.
Had the biggest chimney in the world.
Oh, right. Due to the humid and moist conditions that a sloth lives in, moss and other similar plants will sometimes grow in its hair. Sloths also have a very bad eyesight. These two factors can sometimes culminate in a sloth grabbing its own arm whilst thinking it's a branch and falling to its death.
Oh, that's a bit unfortunate.
Yeah, the poor sloth. That's terrible.
Oh,
Don't call me that.
Wait, you're the sexy bald guy.
That's correct. That's why I said, don't call me a sloth.
only in his own lunchtime.
Fairy. I'm trying to look. They're talking about music, I guess. I haven't been watching. Oh, was
No.
watching New Kids on the Block. Never got into them, but it was fun. I don't know anything about the New Kids on the Block. I'll be honest. Do you, Sean?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
heard of them.
Yeah.
I've
mean,
heard
I've
them
heard-
play their music.
Kids on the block.
Yeah.
If eaten in one meal, 30 to 90 grams of polar bear liver is enough to kill a human being.
Really?
Yikes. I don't like anybody like beef liver?
Oh, I
Well,
love
Oh,
it.
we love chicken.
I
Livers.
love beef liver, pork liver, chicken liver. I love any kind of liver you can get out there.
I'm not a fan of liver. I don't typically eat any animal organs.
Why not?
I mean,
I even like
just-
Rocky Mountain oysters.
that's right. We talked about that, Kenny.
What are they, Kenny?
Rocky Mountain oysters are bull testicles.
Ooh,
Let me ask
Is that
you: Are
what-
they a 10?
On a scale of 1 to 10, they're definitely a 10, and they will make your tongue slap your brain.
Whoa.
And I will say this: the only difference that I found, I did a comparison video on my channel.
Yep.
You'll have to go back on my taste test videos, but to find it. But I did a comparison between those and regular meatballs, the Italian meatballs you normally get. Well, the only difference I really found between these is that these were a little bit more muscular and tougher than a regular meatball, but they still tasted just like a regular meatball. The very first time I tried them on spaghetti.
Wow,
Well, they are literally meatballs. So.
spaghetti and testicles. Mmm,
Mm,
sounds delicious.
delicious.
Well, wait a minute. We eat caviar, don't we?
Well,
Well,
we
that's
do.
all-
Those are,
That's
but
fish
those are
eggs.
eggs, right?
What's the difference? Okay, all right. I don't need a lesson in anatomy right
Well,
now.
oh, Spaceman Dudley, how are you?
Good morning,
Thank
Spaceman.
you for
Dudley.
coming in.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you for
Spaceman
dropping by.
Dudley. Kenny does give a whole new meaning to meatball sub.
Maybe, Kenny, that's something that we should taste test when we're over there.
Really?
Well, I'll have
There's a
to.
challenge.
Now there is an Asian market here in my area. That's where I actually found them. It said, and it literally has a picture of the bull on the front of the package, and it says bull tendons.
Well,
Okay.
I'll tell you what, Kenny.
Ooh.
I'll do a deal with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll try Rocky Mountain oysters
Mm-hmm.
if you try avocado.
I've tried that, people. Yeah, it's out.
Well, then I guess Rocky Mountain oysters are out.
Kenny doesn't like avocado. We've learned that for sure.
That is caca le poo.
No, it's not, mate. Seriously, it's nice. It's cool.
Brian says raw rattlesnake, rabbit, and grubs toasted over a fire are good if you're hungry.
Now, funny if you talk about that, the Aborigines will eat witchetty grubs.
Yeah, I suppose you'd eat anything if you were hungry.
Mhm.
I know I would. I mean, I would probably eat the things I don't like if I was starving. In 2002, what's
not
happened
mine.
here? Hold on.
By the
Where
way,
did my
Call Me V is live if you want to go raid her.
what time is it, Kenny?
It's
It's
6:50.
6:50. I thought she was live on Fridays. No, Mondays and Thursdays. Okay.
Mondays and Thursdays, yeah.
I got to change my times like we're going to do with you folks. Switch days because my streams are crashing into others as well. So
Yeah, just do with
especially our
them what you
friends.
do with us. You know, 1 week us, 1 week you, 1 week us, 1 week you. I reckon that's the best way to go. That way everybody gets a fair run.
I agree. I agree.
And
Like
of
I
course,
said,
like I said many times,
maybe me doing every weekday morning is not a good thing either. I'll have to look at other schedules and maybe I can do an evening, maybe
That'd be
like
awesome.
Monday or something. So I'll alternate times during the day as well. So let's see. No, it's not. It's 3:58. Kenny, Ilana, Sean. Oh, that's
G'day,
Shirley
squirrels.
saying hi.
Hi there.
Survival school. Okay, that was survival school with the army. I guess Brian's talking about the rattlesnake and the grubs. All right, Angie. Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you for coming in as always. We love seeing you.
See you, Angie.
Hi,
Nice to
Angie.
talk again.
Enjoy your lunch. In 2002 alone, more people in the U.S. were killed by dogs than in shark attacks in the past 100 years.
See, everybody hates the shark.
I know the shark they get a bad rap.
It's bad rap. I thought
I agree.
goats were the main killer.
Let's see. American College. So the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Are you familiar with MIT?
Yes, It's very famous.
Yep, famous engineering and science technology school. It's not very far from here. It'll take me about 40 minutes to get to. They deem certain students who take courses in pistol marksmanship, archery, sailing, and fencing as certified pirates. Well,
Yeah, we'd call them
Arr,
pirates
oh.
here too, you know.
if you go to MIT and you take all those classes, you can become a certified pirate.
Wow.
But then you have to say "R."
Arr. You don't get an A. You don't get an A, and
What about S?
you get an R to pass.
What about
That's
an
right.
S?
You got to say "R."
We'll rub it up the R.
What's the joke? This is a dad joke. A pirate walks into a bar and the bartender looks at the pirate and looks down and he says, "Hey, do you know you have a steering wheel sticking out of your fly?" And the pirate says, "R, I know, it drives me nuts."
They're nuts.
Sorry.
Hang on.
My bad.
Oh no,
joke.
with melon you could go boom tish.
Let's see, what else do we have here? Justin Bieber once held up a sign from his hotel room window saying, "Go to McDonald's and get me a Big Mac." He got his Big Mac.
Seriously? Somebody actually went and bought him one?
That's apparently.
Could he get up the hotel?
I wonder if he let them in his room. Give them a autograph, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or a tip.
Takes
In
all
the early 1900s, lobster was considered the cockroach of the ocean and was synonymous with the poor, often eaten regularly by the homeless, slaves, and prisoners. It wasn't until after World War II the lobster became considered a delicacy and a food associated with the aristocratic classes.
Well, the same thing applied with smoking in reverse, right?
I'm sorry, say that?
Same thing applied with tobacco in reverse, though, didn't it? Only the ultra rich were the ones that got into tobacco first up, and then it became the the drug of the many.
Right. I would say you're correct in that. Sugar as well. Sugar and what's the other thing? Maybe coffee as well.
Well,
Started
you
out
can't
with
take my coffee away from me.
no, but I'm saying it probably started mostly with the aristocratic people keeping it for themselves. Um, I did learn about lobsters. So we have in Virginia, the state of Virginia here in the United States, there's a town called Williamsburg, and it's one of the original U.S. settlements. And when we went several years ago, they talked about how the colonists could rake the bottom of the ocean and pull out the lobsters. There were so many lobsters, and they would just throw them away and use them for fertilizer,
Wow.
which is
Wow.
which it's
Gosh.
crazy. I mean, here in the Northeast, we were talking about seafood yesterday, and the northern lobster here is so delicious. It's fantastic, and I've been around this country, and they have what they call lobsters in other parts of the country, but they're just not the same. The cold water, I think, does something to the flavor.
Mhm.
Do you have lobsters there that look like lobsters from the Northeast in Australia?
Mate, we have
We have
amazing
lobsters,
lobsters.
crayfish. We've got all sorts of things.
We-
We've got things called yabbies, sort of mini
Things called the Moreton Bay bug.
Moreton Bay bugs, all sorts of shellfish, and
Mm. Oh, you're making me hungry.
Ugh.
yummy.
Mate, I can tell you, you go and ask for a food platter. I mean, a seafood platter. Man, the seafood is just incredible.
Well, we're on a seafood diet, you know.
Right?
In other words,
Seafood and we eat it. Yes.
Seafood need it.
Mm.
That's Kenny. Kenny will give it a 10. Unless it's an avocado.
or if it's chicken feet.
You don't like
Chicken feet
Kenny?
in soup. G'day, chef.
I actually tried some barbecue. Of course, it was my dad's first time ever making them. He'd never made them before, and I think he did. I think he did it wrong or something, but they did not turn out that great. I think I gave him about a 4 or 3. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever eaten a chicken foot.
There's not. Well, I'll tell you this. There's not really much meat there.
I know that I've cut several of them off. We've grown our own chickens and slaughtered them for our own use. And I've always thrown the heads and the feet away. So
I've got a video out there of me trying barbecued chicken feet.
Because Drunken Chef, do you cook barbecued chicken feet?
The feet are great for making soup.
In soup because they're sweet and they become gelatinous.
And that collagen is very good for you too, from what I understand.
It just plumps your skin up. You know, look how beautiful my skin is.
Oh, we should eat more of them then.
It's good for that sexy complexion of yours, Sean.
Absolutely. What can I say? It's the baldy bit.
Oh. We just smear it all over his head.
In the 16th century, it was a common belief amongst people that the mandrake plant grew only where the ejaculated semen of dead hanged men touched the ground. Now, that's an interesting fact.
What?
We did what? Did.
Do you want me to say it again?
Yep.
In the 16th century, it was a common belief amongst people that the mandrake plant grew only where the ejaculated semen of a dead hanged man touched the ground.
Okay, so here's a vision.
Oh, a hanged man.
Here's the man hanging, and so
Okay.
somebody's
Man,
going
yes, I know it's my accent.
No, I didn't catch. I'm thinking a hangman.
Here's the man who's hanging,
Man.
and somebody's going to go and
Well,
right.
and that was my thought too. How does that even happen? Now, I am in somewhat the medical field, and when somebody passes away, certain body parts, release.
Yeah.
Yes, you might have
Out
some,
of
yes,
here
some
or
release.
the lower half, but not
Mhm.
that body part. I've never seen
Correct.
that before.
Neither have I.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Well, there you go. Learn something new every day. And again, we can blame the factsite.com. They're the ones that are telling us this. Here you go. On one of the islands off the west coast of Australia lies Lake Hillier, a bright bubblegum pink lake.
Correct.
Despite not being the only colored lake in the world, it is unique because it is the only colored lake where scientists have not yet determined what causes it to be such a bright pink color.
Have a good day, new beginnings.
See you, Dawn.
Bye, Dawn.
Hi, Dawn.
And g'day,
Have a
Neil.
good day.
Hey, Brian Neil.
Are you
We
familiar
have
with
a,
Lake Hillier?
yes, it's in South Australia, I think. We have a small pink lake in just outside Melbourne.
Yep.
A little tiny pink lake. It's Algae that does it.
Oh, it is. Okay. We have blue blue colored algae that forms here sometimes, and it makes it like a blue green color.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, not good to swim in. It's actually very toxic. A lot of their dogs will die from it if they swim in it, so it's not good.
Mhm.
All right, so it's 7:02, and we're gonna have to run over to V's here in a minute. Let's do I'm actually going into work late today because we have to have an inspection of the RV this morning. So I'm doing that a little bit later.
Does it have an engine?
It does. So it's a Class A motorhome.
Oh, okay.
It's beautiful. It's 36 feet long. It has three what we call bump outs or slides. It's very nice. We bought it used, and it's in really, really good shape. It didn't have a lot of miles on it. Only had about 13,000 miles when we bought it. So,
Who's inspecting it?
so there, automotive garages here in the United States, we have to have an inspection sticker. I don't know if it's like that in Australia or not, but they want to make sure that it's
roadworthy.
We call it roadworthy. Mhm.
yeah. So they make sure that it's roadworthy, and then once it passes, they'll put a sticker in the windshield that's good for a year. So
that's like your registration renewal.
it's very similar, and we have to have both. So we have the plates. I actually ordered what they call a what do they call it? Oh gosh, brain fog is killing me. But we have license plates, and mine, instead of having numbers on it, is going to say tourist. So
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, like personalized plates.
Vanity plate, they call it.
So here we no longer are required to have a sticker on the inside of the vehicle.
Which is
But-
problematic because people don't remember to renew their
Correct.
registration because you can't see it physically in front of you
Right.
on the windscreen.
And I could see where you would forget. I mean, there's so much going on in your life that it's just one other thing you need to remember. And I know for me, if I see the sticker with the number of the month where it's due, that'll remind me.
Yes.
I'll be like, oh damn, I forgot to do that last month. Which is why I was supposed to have the inspection done last month in June, and now it's July. So but we don't drive the RV every day like I do my regular car. So, okay, let's see. In 1969, a musician named Jim Sullivan recorded an album called UFO, which featured strange lyrics about leaving his family and being abducted by aliens. Sullivan disappeared 6 years later without a trace, the only piece of evidence being his abandoned car found on a desert road.
He must have been talking to Solex.
Music critics, I think.
All right. All right, let's do one more. We'll do one more, and then we'll call it a morning here. In the film Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, every single one of the clone troopers was produced using CGI effects, which I'm not surprised.
No.
You, Kenny, do you like the Star Wars stuff?
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
I recently, so when Star Wars came out in 1977, I think, I was 13, and I was not obsessed with Star Wars, but I thought it was quite a cool thing at that age, and then I've slowly seen every Star Wars episode since then, and we recently bought Disney Plus so I could watch The Mandalorian and some of those other Star Wars shows. So I've actually seen everything now, and I don't have to. I feel closure now, as if I have closure with the Star Wars story. So
Hallelujah.
yeah, thank goodness. It took a whole lifetime. I'm almost 60 now, so.
Live long and prosper.
Right?
Live long and prosper.
Mr. Spock. Okay. Okay. I don't know what else to say.
All right. You want to know a fun fact? Do you know where that symbol comes from?
I have no idea.
It's part of a Jewish tradition.
Is that right?
Yep. There is a prayer that gets said at a certain time of the year, and the men cover themselves with a prayer shawl whilst they're saying the prayer, and they hold the prayer shawl in their hands, and this spells the Hebrew letter, what we would say SH.
Oh, okay.
All right, and that's a symbol for God.
Fantastic. I love that.
So that's a fun fact.
Wow.
I love it. I did not know that. Hi, Blind Neil. How are you? I'm sure you've been here for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
But good morning to you. So, Kenny has put up the Call Me V link. So we'll head on over to her live stream when we're done here. I want to thank you guys for coming up. So next week, next Wednesday, I'll be popping into your live. It'll be 6 a.m. for me.
Yep.
So I'll make sure that we do that. Don't forget, tomorrow we're doing fun trivia about me, which sounds kind of weird by me saying it, but this is something that Dawn from New Beginnings came up with. She wanted to do this. And for those of you who want to participate and get enough, or if you're the winner, you get the highest number right, you're going to win a Astute Tourist coffee mug. It may be a black one or a white one of your choice. I have one of each. So whichever color they would want, they're going to get. I'm still going to go over to your channel at some point and buy one of your coffee mugs so I can have one in my collection. Yesterday, awesome. I just bought a J&N Travels one, so I'm going to slowly build up my collection of my friends' coffee mugs. That way I can support you in all kinds of ways. Don't forget Helping Hands for Cruising. They're taking donations 12 months out of the year, and any amount. No small amount is too little. So
thank you for that.
Thank you.
Of course, always. And you can do it through PayPal. So go over to their site and find the link for that. Kenny, thank you. I know you're multitasking over there.
Yeah, I've got a beat going over here.
Good morning, Terry. How are you? We're just getting ready to get out of here, but I'm glad you came in. I've been thinking about you lately. I'm wondering how you're doing. So thanks for coming in. Don't forget PMA, Positive Mental Attitude. Your positivity creates positive energy. It'll chase the negative energy away. And thank you, Meg, for putting that up. The Helping Hands for Cruising link is right there in the chat. So every positive thought creates positive energy, and it chases all the negativity away, and it will help you keep you healthy and make you happy. And I say this every morning, but when I say that I'm living proof that PMA works, it's the truth. It really works. Enough said about that. Don't forget the flag where you come from. I'm very proud of the one behind me. That's Old Glory, the red, white, and blue. A lot of people, regardless of what country you're from, they have put their safety on the line to keep us safe, protect our freedoms and our liberties. So let's honor that flag. And don't forget about our veterans and our first responders. They put their safety on the line for us every day. In fact, while we're sleeping, they're out there doing their thing and keeping us safe. So let's say a thought and a prayer, or have a thought and say a prayer for them.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys. Sean and Alana.
Nice to see you. Thanks.
Alana, you sat here the whole time. You said you were just going to pop in quick. I'm glad you did.
Well, I would have been watching in the other room anyway, so there you go.
Well, we appreciate that. And they have the QR codes up there too. So if you want to use your phone and click on that QR code, go on over and donate. And Kenny, thank you, my friend. We'll see you later.
Yeah, Tinder's more important.
He's away
trying to find his date for motorboating.
I'm good.
Have a great day.
All right, guys. We'll see you later. For
Take care.
For Alana and Sean,
Bye,
the Down on the
guys.
Cruises, and Fordman, a.k.a. Kenneth Oakes, my name is Jimmy. I am your astute tourist, and we'll see you all later. Bye, guys. Have a good day. Oh, let's go over to Call Me V and give her a raid. Live long and prosper.